for a second. You guys know that I had past beef with Joy Sparkle, and I wanted to say this, and I know that she has a stream going on later tonight, and I'm definitely gonna watch that. I'm so glad that I ended up. This is what the nose ring looks like, by the way. It's super weird. I'm so glad that I ended up apologizing because, you know, with all the health issues that I have going on, and she's got a lot of health issues going on too. And the way that, like, you know, not until recently did we find out that, you know, she really was done dirty. Like, people were really fucked up to her. And I didn't know that. And I just rode the wave of hate when I first started my YouTube. And I truly do regret it. Because, I mean, I just talked to her a little bit on Twitter. And she was very kind to me. Even after everything I did, you know. And so I just wanted to talk to you guys today. And, you know, not even about her in specific. But about people. And about how we should treat each other. And I feel like if we really don't know, it's, you know, it's hard to speculate what's really going on with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I can sit here and tell you all my illnesses, everything that's wrong with me, and you might believe me, you might not. But in the end, like, I know what I'm saying is true. So I'm just talking, you gotta, like, watch from the beginning a little bit. Because I don't want to keep repeating the person's name. But I am actually glad that I did this. I'm glad that I made amends. Because now, you know, I've never met another person who has the same exact health issues as me. Never. And I think now I have. Like, and it's kind of nice to have that. So, just like, if you guys ever are like scrolling along YouTube and you guys see somebody and you like think like in your head, you know, that person's crazy or fuck that person, they're out of their mind, whatever. The best thing you can do is not do what I did. Don't ever go after somebody unless you truly know what's going on, because you're going to end up living with a lot of regret. What I really hope to see is that she gets better and gets all her health issues fixed and comes back and helps other people with similar problems, kind of like what I'm doing with addiction. I think you can always turn a negative into a positive. And all of the struggles that we as humans and everybody goes through can always be turned around into something positive. Hey, Amber. So I just wanted to put that out there today and let you guys know, like, you know, not everything needs to be on the internet, for one. And another thing that I learned, something that I learned is never just follow the trend. Never just follow the trend. If there's a trend going on where like everybody hates somebody, don't just like hop on that train until you do your own research, you know, because you could end up finding out that it's not what you think. You know, it's nothing, not everything is as it seems, you know. Hey, Elijah. So I just wanted to make this like a really short video for now, and I'll make it a little more in-depth later. But you know, and we all need to keep in mind too, one thing I really want you guys to keep in mind is that people change. People change. They really do. People change. You can change for the better, you can change for the worse, and the things that you see on her Twitter right now might seem like she's angry and stuff like that, but I think she's really changing for the better. Honestly, I do. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. But I think that she has been harboring a lot of things. Yes, it's about her. I think she's harboring a lot of things, a lot of emotions, a lot of things that she didn't want to talk about to try and protect other people. And while she was doing that, people were doing the exact opposite to her, you know, including myself. I was horrible and I regret it because the way that I felt, I could have easily just sent in a private message, you know? It's not like about, in the long run, it's not about anyone in particular. It's about everyone, almost, you know? I'm just saying, all I'm trying to say is this. Oh, all kids get it, Courtney. It's totally fine. Thank you, Lotus Flower Bomb. It's just, you know, like, we never know. Okay, like, example, two people get in a fight. Two people are yelling at each other and screaming at each other and fighting and fighting and fighting, and they don't know each other that well. For example, like me and her in the, like, let's say, like, me and her had gotten to an argument months and months ago. Or anybody, let's say anybody gets into a fight. You don't know if they just, the one person just lost a family member or a kid that day, or you don't know if, you know, the other person, they could be losing their home. Like, in all reality, we don't know what, when you're arguing with somebody, or when you're like, especially through the internet, you don't know what's going on with another person, you know, like, when I got into that altercation at the clinic, I don't know what kind of day he was having. He could have, like, lost a family member that day. He doesn't know what kind of day I was having. He didn't know that I had just found out I was losing my home. You know, like, so you always need to keep in perspective that you never know what somebody else is going through. Basically, that's just what I wanted to make this video about real quick. Is you never know what someone else is dealing with. Yeah, that's super common, Courtney. My son had it too. Trevor's doing okay. As good as he can be right now. I did put this weird hoop nose ring in, and it's like open at the bottom. Oh, definitely. We're very happy. You definitely will hear from me. We are a very happy and friendly group of people here. I'm gonna close out the video right now. Whatever, exclamation point. And if you want to rewatch it, you can. And it's just basically about, like, thinking before you act, or thinking before you talk, or, like, you know, before you call someone out or treat someone like shit or whatever, know what they're going through first, you know, because you could be completely wrong. You know, like, you could be in a grocery store and you could be seeing this lady yelling at the cashier for no reason, but the lady yelling could have just lost a kid. You know, it's like, that's what I mean. I just wanted to point out that you never know what people are going through sometimes. So all we can do as people is try and be kind to each other, even when people are wrong to us, is just try and be kind. And if we spread that kindness, it'll, you know what I mean? You don't have to like people, you know? You don't have to like anybody. Nobody has to like anyone. But to be nice is something different, you know? Like, you don't have to like somebody to be nice to them. You know what I mean? Like, I am going to make another video later, and it'll kind of make a little more sense, like what I'm saying. But for right now, if I could suggest anything to you guys, if you ever feel like someone you know is a jerk or is crazy or whatever, just remember before you lash on them, you don't always know what is necessarily going on in their life, you know? That's very true. And I'm like one of those people. I am definitely one of those people who act first and think after. And that's something that I need to work on 100%. 100%. That's one of my biggest struggles is like I get what you're saying completely, because I am one of those people. Like for a long time I was like that, and like I'm just starting to get a little bit better at it. I don't know. I just want to start spreading positivity, because like think about it this way. Okay. Like, do you guys remember those videos way back that I made about Joy? Like, what if she had saw those videos and hurt herself? I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I'm saying now is for everybody to just, try and spread a little more kindness in the world, because you never know what someone else is going through. Like, when people come at me and they're dicks and like stuff like that, and like, they don't know what I'm going through right now, but I bet if they did know, they wouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? That's how I am too, Courtney. Not always, Brian. Not always. I overthink shit a lot too, to the point where I like cry and freak out. But I just like I think that the best thing that I ever did for myself was apologize to the people that I was rude or mean to. Even if I felt like in the moment it was justified, I'm glad that I did it. And I feel a lot better about it, because it's a lot easier to be nice than it is to be mean. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know. And Brian, I'm going to get off here now. I think I pretty much proved my point. Just always remember, like, try to be kind to people, because you never want to be put in a situation where you could be horrible to somebody, just not thinking, be horrible to somebody because you weren't thinking first, and then they kill themselves or something. It happens every day. Especially, like, we're a community of people who are recovering addicts, and like with addict shaming. I know somebody personally who commits suicide from addict shaming. Like, they were shamed into suicide because they were an addict, because of a disease, the disease of addiction. Like, it's very sad. But anyways, I'm going to go, you guys, and I will talk to you probably a little bit later tonight. But it'll be a video and then a live stream. All right, I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.